Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DouglasCountyDigest.com varsity high school football game of the week from Russ Gear Field in Villa Grove. It's the home team, the Blue Devils, versus the Panthers of East Central in a Little Okaw Valley Conference matchup. Alongside Alan Patton, Jerry Girardi here. Glad you're with us. We have Villa Grove, who has secured a playoff spot, and they are 7-1 overall, 4-1 conference-wise going into this game. And for East Central, they are winless this year. In fact, you have to go back to October 8th, 2010 for their last victory. Alan Patton, how do you see this one as we are a few minutes away from kickoff?
Well, I think just about anybody that follows high school football will tell you that this is probably going to be a very lopsided game. Villa Grove, as you said, 7-1. They need a victory to really help assure them of a home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. East Central just playing for pride. And, the fact that maybe they knock off one of the top teams in the area with a victory tonight. But really things do not bode real well for the East Central Panthers. As you said, it's been over 2 years since they won a ball game, and going on almost, well, it'll be 20 straight losses with losing if they lose tonight. So, Villa Grove, as we said, looking for a home game in the playoffs. I think they have a good shot at it at 7-2, but the 8-1 record would really help cement that home field for the first round of the playoffs. And they also I'm sure they'll use this game to kind of fine-tune some things they need to work on. So it should be a very good game for Villa Grove, and probably not so much for the East Central Panthers. Our DouglasCountyDigest.com football game of the week brought to you by Edward Jones, Jim Clyce, serving Douglas County and Tuscola on Route 36. The Villa Grove State Bank, your community bank since 1919 in downtown Villa Grove. Arthur Flowers and Gift Shop with flowers, gifts, and 20 flavors of fudge in downtown Arthur. The Longview State Bank, we belong together with 4 locations: Villa Grove, Newman, Camargo, and Sydney. State Farm Insurance, John Davis, serving all of Douglas County, located in Tuscola. The Hillard Insurance Agency, your neighborhood agency in both Tuscola and Villa Grove. Main Street Gallery, local Douglas County photos and frames in Arcola. Rick's Country Market, the Precious Foods with down-home prices in Villa Grove. Hillegoss Schrader Funeral Homes in Tuscola, Arthur, and Arcola. A. Patterson Springs Bed and Breakfast in historic Patterson Springs, located between Camargo and Tuscola. Paulie's Barbecue, the best smoked meats cooked right here at home in Arthur. Sewing by Kathy, Alter, repair or new, it's up to you in Tuscola. Next to Edward Jones. Tuscola National Bank, the only locally owned and managed bank in Douglas County since 1890. And the State Bank of Arthur, a great country full-service bank since 1910. And thanks to the cities of Arcola, Arthur, Tuscola, and Villa Grove. The East Central Panthers are on the far side of the football field warming up. And we hear the sirens and see the flashing lights on the southeast corner of the field. And that means the Villa Grove Blue Devils are making their way onto the field here at Russ Gear Field in Villa Grove. East Central is a co-op between Heritage and Shiloh, and that includes communities like Homer, Allerton, Broadlands, Longview, Newman, Hume, I think Brockton, Redmond, maybe another 1 or 2 small communities. So I think that might be part of the problem with East Central as far as the lack of success with their football program. They're so spread out. They split their home games between Broadlands and Hume. I'm sure they do the same thing with practices. They've not had, I think it's been about 8, 9 years since their last playoff appearance, and they've not had much continuity as far as coaches go either. So that I'm sure that I think 3 years is about the longest stint recently. It's usually 1 or 2 years. The current coach, Bill Harmon, is in his first year. So I'm sure there are a lot of factors into the lack of success on the East Central program. And I think one of the other things is that until the early 90s or mid 90s maybe, Shiloh High School didn't even have football. They were a small school. They mostly had basketball and baseball. I think toward the early 90s, I think they co-opted with Newman High School when that existed and their football team. And then when Newman closed, Shiloh took over football for a few years on its own, but then they co-opted with Heritage High School, which is the old consolidation between ABL and Homer. So a lot of factors into the lack of success for the East Central football program, but you want to see them get to a point where they can succeed sometime and be competitive. And I think that would make the Little Okaw Valley Conference even more competitive conference as it is. And we're just about ready for tonight's kickoff.
Yes, indeed. And by the way, briefly, we can't mention Villa Grove without Ryan Pierce. Ryan Pierce sustained injury in the game against Arthur Livington Atwood Hammond. We had the pleasure of speaking to Noreen Acton, the athletic director here at Villa Grove, and she says Mr. Pierce is progressing nicely, and so looks like they'll have a nice, fresh, and fired up and ready to go Ryan Pierce come playoff time. But in the meantime, we have kickoff just moments away, ready to get the green light in this one here between the Blue Devils and the Panthers. John Henderson will do the honors. They kick it off, and we're underway. It's a little squibber there, and it is officially marked down about the 29-yard line. One of the upmen there, number 42 there, was
Johnny Craig.
Johnny Craig, yes.
He took it and started upfield. I think he slipped, and 29-yard line, I think, is where they're going to mark it 1st and 10 for the East Central Panthers.
He covered that up a dear life there. He said,
yeah,
he did.
at least he covered the football up. And
yeah. Quarterback for this Panther team is Tyler Price. He wears jersey number 4. We'll give you some stars. Oh, there's a loose ball there. A little trouble there making the exchange to the back there, and a nice cover up there by Price. However, it does result in a loss of about 5 on the play back to the 24-yard line. And so some anxious moments for the Panthers in the first minute in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know how much rain they got over here in Villa Grove during the day, but we've seen a couple players slip on the kickoff in the first play from scrimmage.
Max Daly is split out wide to the right. There's a pitch play. And DJ Robertson, number 21, or actually Keski, number 44, I beg your pardon. Keski getting the call back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a yard more, so it'll be 3rd and about 9 right on the 30-yard line. Noah Palmer there defensively for the Blue Devils.
Keski averages about 4 yards a carry, and now they've gone into pass mode. Oh, there's a fumble on the snap, and there's a handoff up the middle to Robertson. He gets across the 35 to the 37. They're still going to be a couple yards short of the first down. Going to be 4th down and 2. Robertson, the leading ball carrier for this East Central Ball Club, got 7. And let's see, going to be 4th and 2. Looks like they're going to go for it. They're at their own 37-yard line. Well, we'll have to wait and see, but
and guess what? They may get a first down.
They may. Villa Grove.
By default.
Villa Grove jumped on the hard count, and it's going to be a 5-yard walk-off against the Blue Devils.
That's one way to get a first down.
Hey, when you're 0-8, anything will work. Ball comes out to the 42, and it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Tyler Price, the quarterback, 5'9", 160, a sophomore. Johnny Craig at fullback, number 42, 5'9", 175, and a junior in the tailback is a senior, number 21, DJ Robertson. There's a fumbled snap again. Ball's handed off to Robertson. He's going to get to the 44. So that's 3 bobbled snaps and about 5, a kickoff and 5 plays from scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
And you see, I want to say that's umpire Dan Vestal, or headline's been Daniel Lucas there, wiping the ball there with the towel. And here's hoping henceforth the ball is not that slick for both teams here.
Trips formation wide to the right side. Here's a handoff up the middle. And taking the football is Johnny Craig. And he's going to get enough for the first down into Villa Grove territory to the 47-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 11 on the play for Craig. And it's another first down. First and 10 for the East Central Panthers. So
Chad Musselman and company, calling a timeout here. Nothing fancy for the Panthers here, keeping it inside, and the offside penalty didn't hurt either. So, but they're keeping it basic, not and so far so good to some good results here. They're recovering nicely after their bobbles here. Well, I don't want to put the hex on or the jinx on here. So a nice, decent drive. And then 4th and 2. I think Villa Grove may have been stunned at 4th and 2. The Panthers going for it.
Yeah, that they went for it. Now you got the quarterback in the shotgun formation. Looked like he was going to fake the quick kick, then passed over on the far side to number 14, Dalton Mannon. And that gets the ball inside the 35 to the 34, a gain of 13.
And I thought he was going to go near side too, but wow, good connection there. The receiver with good anticipation there. He faced up to the ball as soon as it was thrown to him, and the drive is alive and well for the Panthers inside the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff up the middle. Looks like Keski again getting the call for the Panthers.
Terry and Price, number 3. Oberg and Beasley, 56 and 61 also in there, Alan.
He's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Tyler Price on the season, 24 of 52 in the passing department.
There's talent here. I'll tell you, there's talent in this Panthers team.
290 yards and 1 touchdown.
Staying with the I formation. And they're going to put Max Daly in motion, number 6.
And there's a handoff up the middle over the right side of center. Can't tell right now who. Looks like that was Robertson carrying the football. And he gets to the 30. Gain of 5. Going to be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go for the East Central Panthers.
There's some good-sized guys on the line there. Brady Cole, the left guard, is 320 pounds. Jacob Coffin, 54, 245 pounds. The center, Stephen Dye, at 270. So there. And Tripp's right.
Their tight end is 6 feet 240. He's split out wide to the right side in the Trips formation. Price puts it up downfield, incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. It looked like it was thrown by the umpire. Maybe an illegal chop block or something. Flag was thrown at about the 30. They're going to talk with the Blue Devils. They're going to take the yardage. And it's going to be a big one, chop block.
Yeah, number 64, Jake Wolf, was down the field there. He was down the field. Looked like he Was aiming maybe a little bit too low there, trying to thwart the Blue Devil defense coming into the backfield. And
looks like about 3rd and 20 some.
Wow.
They have to get to the 20, about the 25 or 24, so it's 3rd and 20.
Here comes a pass play by Tyler Price, and it is incomplete as he was looking downfield for his intended receiver.
Johnny Craig was the intended receiver over the middle, and that bring up a 4th and 20 for East Central.
I don't think they're going to go for it this time. I think they'll just.
I think they want to. Well, Price is in there.
Oh, are they going to go for it?
They got Robertson's back in punt formation. Price is kind of he's the up back, I think. But yeah, they get to snap it back to him. Robertson with a low liner. It's going to bounce around the 20 and go out of bounds. Let's see. They're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. We'll see. Well, looks like it's a little bit in front of the. They're going to say the 18. Yep. Okay, so we'll say 18. So that gives him about 6 more.
DJ Robertson was kicking the ball in practice very nicely for the Panthers. And we have a stoppage of play here.
Looks like somebody's fixing a shoelace. So Villa Grove with the football for the first time in the ball game.
6:35 left in the opening quarter. And we'll give you some names and numbers for the Villa Grove offense as
first play goes up the middle. I think it was Terrion Price. He got maybe a yard on the play. Gonna be 2nd and 9 at the 19.
Henderson under center. He's going to keep it. John Henderson showing his fleet feet there. Gets across the 25 and to the 26. And it'll be 3rd down and about 3 for the Blue Devils. We've seen that many a times throughout this season, Alan Patton. Henderson with the fakery there. And
we've been faked out many times.
Yes, indeed. And on 3rd and 3, they try to advance the ball with an inside run, and it's going to be about a yard shy of that first down.
I think that was Terrion Price again. They're going to say he got the first down.
All right, sounds good. And they're going to, the chain gain is going to take their spots there, so the drive is alive and well. I thought it was a yard shy, but actually, no, they did get, because they did start from the 18, the 28 rather. The 18 to the 28, and onward we go for another nice running play by the Blue Devils. Terrion Price for a 7-yard pickup, and they're hurrying it up. The Blue Devil offense.
Yeah, they're out to the 35, so a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Villa Grove going without a huddle. They keep it moving. 2 men in motion.
Yes.
We've got a flag on the play. Hubbard and maybe Frick were moving. And we'll see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, it's so funny. I think when Hubbard was going in motion, realized, I shouldn't have done that. Yep.
Illegal motion against the Blue Devils. That's their 2nd penalty of the ball game. Both of them for 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down and 9 from the 30.
5 minutes, 9 seconds left. Opening quarter here at Russkier Field. Little Oak Valley Conference action between the Blue Devils and the Panthers. And John Henderson keeps on going. Henderson down the far sideline.
And he's pushed down from behind. And that's going to be at the 20. So that's a 50-yard run for Henderson.
1st and 10 Blue Devils. As Henderson had some room up the right sideline, and the Blue Devils in Panther real estate. Henderson under center.
And the running back met right at the line.
Terrion
Looked like
Price.
Thomas Madden making the tackle. Gain of maybe a yard on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 19. Hubbard was split wide to the left side. Looks like Shane Frick wide to the right. Price the lone setback. Henderson fakes and keeps it himself, goes over the right side. He might get a couple to the 16. So
47 Cole Board in on the stop there for the Panthers. Call 3rd and 8. Terrion Price, the single set, a couple of wings.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. Kind of a wing back reverse of some kind.
And they're going to talk this one over with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. No score in the contest.
Villa Grove facing 4th down. And I think we're going to call that 6.5 to 7. And Hubbard only got 1 on the play.
They're inside the 20. They're at the 16, starting from their own 18-yard line. Nice moving drive so far by the Blue Devils.
Villa Grove with John Henderson at quarterback, number 6, the 5'11", 180-pound junior. Terrion Price playing fullback in place of Ryan Pierce. He's a 5'7", 185-pound junior. The wingbacks are number 32, Austin Hubbard, a 5'8", 160 junior, and Shane Frick, number 14, a 5'8", 160-pound senior. And we're ready to go. Here's Hubbard again in motion. He's got the ball. He's in the end zone, but there's a flag on the play.
In the backfield, so.
Yep, holding against the Blue Devils. Flag was thrown right about the line of scrimmage, which is about the...
It's about the 14 or the 16-yard line.
16, okay.
Wonder if this will be declined, and then the Panthers will take over.
No, because Hubbard went in for a touchdown, went into the end zone. So they need to take that one. So that's a 10-yarder. And it's going to be 4th.
Oh, gotcha. Good point. Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
4th and 16. Back at the 20, about the 25, 26-yard line.
That's the case there. And Hubbard's in motion. Henderson a pass, fires it far side. It's caught by Frick in stride. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Shane Frick, 26-yard out. Fly pattern down the right side, and Henderson to Frick for 6. Shane Frick, oh man, he caught it in stride there, and he was going in. And the Blue Devils, with 3:27 left in the opening quarter, strike first. And Shane Frick last week with a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown against Tri-County 1 week ago. And Shane Frick with a touchdown reception there.
That's the second receiving touchdown for Frick this season, the 5th touchdown pass for Henderson, and bad snap on the extra point attempt by Bjorn Oberg, and that one kind of blooped up over the middle and was no good. So timeout on the field with 3:27 to go in the first quarter, and Villa Grove has drawn first blood, and they lead East Central by a score of 6-0.
That was a nice looking pass there, and I'll tell you, credit for Villa Grove. They were penalized the play before, but they did a nice job of redeeming themselves there on the next play.
That was an 8-play, 82-yard drive for the Blue Devils. The big play in the drive was a 50-yard run by John Henderson that got the ball down to the 20-yard line of East Central. And as you said, after a holding penalty, moved the ball back to the 26. Henderson found Shane Frick going down the right sideline. Another bouncing kick up the middle. It's deflected by Keski and picked up by DJ Robertson. And he fumbles the football. And let's see who's going to fall on the football. And one official says Villa Grove.
And two officials say Villa Grove. And the Blue Devils will have it in great shape. Yeah, the near side official said Villa Grove, and then the referee there, he was right there to make it. We were
ball at the 18-yard line.
This time the opponent's 18. They started from their own 18. One drive ago, and here they are.
I got to give credit on the recovery to number 25, Skylar Orwick. So Villa Grove in business again.
Single set, a couple of wings, and it's pitched out. And this is Frick. Breaks one tackle. Frick may rush for a touchdown, and he does. 2 touchdowns for Shane Frick. 1 through the air and 1 on the ground. 12-0 Blue Devils. Once he got past that first man, nothing staying between himself and pay dirt. And the Blue Devils with a double-digit lead with 3:10 to play.
So 17 seconds after scoring on a 26-yard pass play, Shane Frick crosses the goal line once again. And Oberg will attempt the extra point again with Henderson holding. They had a bad snap on the first one. This one looks a little better. The kick is up. It's a line drive, and it is good. So Villa Grove jumps on top with 2 scores within 17 seconds. And it's 13-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. 1 play, 18 yards. After Skylar Orwick rather, recovered the fumble on the kickoff, and it only took Villa Grove 1 play to punch it into the end zone. Frick, that's his 6th rushing TD, his 8th on the season. He averages over 7.5 yards a carry coming into the ball game, and right now he's got 1 carry, 18 yards.
Good for a touchdown. 3:10 to play, first quarter.
Villa Grove 89 yards rushing on 9 plays.
That's a boomer. That's going to go over everybody and through the end zone for the touchback. And the Panthers will start from their 20-yard line.
Well,
that was a nice kick there.
if you're East Central, you kind of take some solace in the fact that you can't fumble that kickoff.
Yes.
Since at one end of you can't fumble a touchback. So the Panthers get the ball once again.
I think the Panthers were pleading, please go in the end zone, please, please, please. And here we go. Let's see if the Panthers can get something going here. 80 yards away, down 13-0 with 3:10 to play. They're going to go with 3 receivers right, trips right, if you will. And the quarterback for Panthers is Tyler Price. And a handoff, and
I think that was Johnny Craig got the football, but he didn't get much. I think they're going to put it right back at the...
what do you think?
Right back at the line of scrimmage.
Terrion Price there defensively for the Blue Devils. Also made Jared Derby. Number 82 is also in the area from his nose guard spot. 2nd and 10, and once again, trips right. 3 receivers to the right side, out of the shotgun. And here's a pass play down the far side, and it is incomplete there. Looking for Dalton Mannon, and number 27 for Villa Grove, Stephen Miller. Yes, they were battling it out there.
They were fighting each other for the football. And half expected to see a flag, but I guess I figured if both of them were fighting for it, it was even. So
it was even Steven, if you will.
No advantage gained, so it's going to be third down. Price is 1 of 3 passing for 13 yards. He had one dropped, and then that one was broken up.
Number 6, Max Daly, is wide right. Cole Board is in a slot position there. And here's a pass play, and it is incomplete there as Tyler Price was looking for Dalton Mannon downfield. Mannon looked like he had his mitts on it there. Couldn't hang on to it. 4th and 10.
That's the second pass over the middle that Price has thrown that's bounced out of the hands of a intended receiver.
DJ Robertson in punt formation for the Panthers. He was kicking the ball well in practice. Let's see how he does against pressure. Gets it off nicely there. It's going to take a bounce. Austin Hubbard was the man back deep to receive for Villa Grove. He lets it just wobble out of harm's way, and the Blue Devils will take over at about the 41-yard line.
That's about a, we'll call it 39-yard punt for the for DJ Robertson. Villa Grove taking over 1st and 10 after a 3 and out by the East Central Panthers.
2:14 left in the first quarter. 13-0 our score in favor of the Blue Devils. Hubbard started in motion there. Here is Henderson, and John Henderson is off to the races. He sheds a tackle, and he gets all the way down inside the 30 to about the 26 of East Central. Huge play there for Mr. Henderson. 33 yards, if my math is right, on that quarterback keeper.
That's the 3rd first down for Villa Grove.
And here's a pitch to Hubbard. Hubbard far side, breaks by one, breaks by another. Austin Hubbard keeps on going. And Hubbard is inside East Central's 15. He's close to the 10.
It looks like he's inside the 5, maybe at about the 4-yard line.
Wow.
Well, they're going to say 2.
24 yards there. 1st and goal. And Terrion Price into the end zone for the Villa Grove touchdown. 19-0 Blue Devils. He had 3 last week against Tri-County to Terrion Price. Talk about rushing touchdowns, and Terrion Price with a touchdown there from 2 yards out.
3 plays, 59 yards on the scoring drive. Villa Grove wants to get this game out of reach early. They want to settle the matter without too much suspense. Oberg will attempt the extra point again.
He's 1 out of 2.
That's a fake.
Oh, it's a fake.
And looks like Frick carries the football in
for the 2-point conversion. 21-0.
So that makes it 21-0 in favor of Villa Grove.
Well, Alan, you mentioned going into this game, a good game for Villa Grove to work out any kind of kinks, any kind of, or just to fine-tune the offense, if you will, going into the playoffs. Well, the season has been so strong for the Blue Devils, but just to get a little confidence boost going to the playoffs. We've seen some good versatility. We've seen Villa Grove ground down that first drive, an 8-play drive, and then the subsequent drive, the 1 play and in, and then this one.
Well, and it also gives Villa Grove a chance to let some of their other players get some action without Ryan Pierce in there. Here's another high kick by Villa Grove, taking it about the 7-yard line. It looks like DJ Robertson taking the football up to about the 24.
Skylar Ulrich, number 25. Austin Hubbard, 32. among the special team defenders there.
So, yeah, it gives chance for people like Frick and Terrion Price and Austin Hubbard to get the ball in prime time situations instead of mop-up time or anything like that. So you'll be able to know what these guys can do when you get into the playoffs starting next week, with or without Ryan Pierce in the lineup.
They stay in the I formation of the loose. Nice recovery there, but unfortunately it's going to result in a loss of downs. I'll tell you, East Central, as we have 1:28 and counting left in the first quarter, they've had some trouble trying to handle the pigskin tonight. I don't know if it's nerves going up against a...
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just pretty poor execution. Loss of 2 on the play. That's minus 6 yards and 2 carries for Price. Once again, trips formation. They haven't gone to the trips on this side yet. Now we've got a flag. They have number 6, Max Daly, number 47, Cole Board, number 44, J.J. Keski on the near side. And let's see, encroachment against Villa Grove. That's their 4th penalty already. 25 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 out of the 27-yard line.
45 seconds left, first quarter. 21-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Now 35 seconds left.
Oh, here's a low snap. And it's covered up by Price back at the 12-yard line. Loss of 15. Man, that's 6 fumbles already. And 1 loss. So loss of 15. It's going to be 3rd and 22 for the Panthers. And I think that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And the score after the first 12 minutes, it's Villa Grove 21 and East Central nothing.